It's perfect timing. I can see clear, clarity diamonds. Ice on the crew, everybody shining. Can't nobody stop me from grinding. I like it wet, I like your body. We having sex, I'm deep inside it. I spin a chick, look how you ride it. She had me breaking through 90. We had it rough, can break a
Yo, what's goody? And we back. So it is the 7th of January 2024. I believe the last video was Friday. Was this NFP? I think it was after NFP. I reviewed that GU trade, the only trade I took last week. And the first trade of the month. Now we're going into the second week of this month. We have just had the new daily candle open. As you can see, 22 hours and 10 minutes left until this one closes. Currently looking at the daily chart on SPX, S&P500 index. Yeah, we're looking to take potential short-term short positions or sell positions. Well, yeah, we're gonna break that down. Obviously, like looking at the daily chart, you can clearly see that price made a new high here above 4610. So we are bullish on the daily still to this day. Obviously, those highs were made quite some time ago now, like in November. Basically, the highs were broken in November. So that is like almost 2 months ago now. So yeah, we're gonna expect basically a correction of this indication that we had above this low. So this is what you would call a breakout. Retail traders or whoever wants to trade this can trade this and buy here or whatever, and you can hold it to invisible targets because you can't target anything if it's a breakout, and that's the reason why I don't trade this. But you could have found buy positions, because this being the daily, just because I don't say I wouldn't trade this, I wouldn't buy this on the daily, because I wouldn't take an entry on the daily in the first place, but because daily / 4 hour is kind of used only for like a confluence. It isn't like, it's just like extra confirmation, I guess. So like, if I'm going to take buy positions on SPX and in the daily's bullish, then that is a plus, or something like this. Like the daily has give us an indication and a correction. So once price is like back down in this, like, I would say like the range of 4580, like in this general range, basically. Once we're back to this level, then we can consider buying back towards those highs that were previously made, if the lower time frames switch in confluence with that bias. But because we're up here at this moment in time and we understand that price has had an indication and an impulsive move on the higher time frames, so this has caused a correction to happen basically. And we did something very key last week, is that we closed below this previous like swing low that we made on the daily. So that is now a shift in structure. So we're we're in a very good place to continue moving down towards here, because we can fill this entire gap where like there's literally massive gaps in price. We've already filled like partial gap here with this wick, but we can push all the way down here and be pretty much extremely bearish on like the 4 hour, the 1 hour, which is what we're going to go through in a minute. And we haven't really changed overall bias on the daily. That's what I'm saying, is like price can move all the way down here. Price can move another 150 points and still be bearish, like down. It can move 150 points down right now from where it is and still be bullish, on the higher time frames. So yeah. But the daily is bullish, but like I said, the daily also makes sense with the short-term bearish price action that is currently happening on the hourly. So as you can see on the hourly, we've been breaking lows and respecting highs so far. We have not been breaking any highs, realistically any major highs on the hourly, but we've been continuously making a new low ever since we made a new low here, which I believe there was some high impact news here. I can't really remember. It was the last... Oh wait, no, I don't think it was high impact news. I just think it was the last day of last year, which for some reason there was volume in New York session, which isn't unusual, but yeah, that's where we had the first shift down, and that's when our first indication the price was shifting down to the downside on the hourly. So this swing high here was very important in knowing this new low had been. So when this was made, as long as when price pushed down here, as long as price remained below here, I knew that price would continue being bearish and continue printing new highs that hopefully it will respect. Now price did, as you can see, it's getting very close together. Like candlesticks are very close together, very long wicks, rejection. This is a sign of basically the momentum is slowing down, because as you can see, there was clean candles. We had clean momentum pushing down initially, but as we push down a lot now and we've continued to break the lows, we've slowed momentum this whole time. So now this is what leads me to believe that potentially we could start breaking highs again, because we're losing the momentum on the downside. Yeah, so I am still taking into consideration that we did make new lows below this level at 4706 or 4703, and we pushed all the way down here to 4667. So we are still making new lows technically in this trend, and we haven't broke any major highs yet. We haven't even broke minor highs really yet. This is what I'm kind of waiting for right now, is that if we can push up and break these minor highs, that means we're essentially shifting to the upside on the lower time frames. Technically we've already done that on the 5 minute with this push up above these highs. So we broke this this very minor high here. So we're already breaking highs on the 5 minutes, so the 5 minute is already switched bullish. Wait a sec. 5 minutes already switched bullish. We're just waiting for the 15 minute to follow suit, and then eventually the 30 minute to follow suit when it breaks above here, along with the hourly when it breaks above here. Once we break above these highs, we know for sure that we are no longer bearish and we can no longer continue selling. So sells only make sense below 4725 at this current moment. And honestly, with obviously we're being out of session right now, I wouldn't even be looking to trade SPX right now. I'm going to be personally waiting to see how it behaves in New York session. It's coming up today, Monday. I'm gonna see if we can stay below this 4725 level. In the meantime, if we've broken above there, then it's officially chalked, and I'm not looking for any position until we can make a substantial move up or a substantial move down and create a decent position, which I don't believe that's going to happen in the start of the week, because that's another thing we need to go on to, is that there's no news for the first 3 days of this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's literally no news at all for USD or pound, I believe, high impact at least. The first lot of news is on Wednesday, and it's pound news. It's the BOE Gov governor is speaking. And then we got CPI right afterwards on Thursday, the January 12th. Look at it here. Core CPI, CPI month to month, and CPI year to year, along with unemployment claims that we get every Thursday. So Thursday is a given. It's always going to have decent amount of volume. Thursday and Friday looks like it's going to have a decent amount of volume on pound as well as USD. So the later half of the week is where we're going to see the volume start to pick up, I believe. So I don't expect really much at all usually from like Monday, Tuesday, and I definitely don't expect much this week because there is no news. So there's nothing fueling a huge amount of volume in the start of the week, and I believe it's going to start slow, set up some potential moves maybe, and then when the volume comes in later in the week, we can see some real pushes. And yeah, but I'm be closely monitoring every New York session this week regardless, and seeing how price behaves in these sessions to base my trade ideas on the days I do want to trade this week. So yeah, going into the mindset like I know I'm not going to trade tomorrow for a fact, so yeah, I'm going to set my hands with that, and hopefully we can remain below here and we can continue selling honestly, because obviously it hasn't shown us a decent enough buy position in my opinion to continue selling. But obviously I want to see price push above all these highs and start printing bullish again, and then potentially we could, but it's going to be a major issue because we've made a new low underneath here now, this 4700 level. This is basically a new low on the 4 hour. Very clearly we shifted structure to the downside, so that even if price pushes above here, I think it's going to be very difficult to even see price have the momentum to push above here afterwards. But personally, there is a chance it could push above this 4725 level because it isn't really a major high, but the major high is actually above that at 4731, and if it really shifts above there and starts closing above here, that's going to be an issue. That's going to be a serious issue because we've already shifted on the 1 hour and we're just waiting to really shift on the 4 hour at that point. But yeah, I'm going to see if we can potentially, honestly, as you can see right here, I've highlighted something as well on the lower time frames on the 30-minute. The price initially, before we closed last week, could not close above here and has not closed above here just yet. So until we can close above here and push above these highs, I don't believe price can be bullish right now, and we just failed to break these 30-minute highs that we created initially at the open. So I don't think that even if we push up and break all the highs right now that we can hold it and actually close above there. I think it's going to have a hard time pushing up, but as we said, that we are bullish on the 5-minute and we're just waiting for us to potentially shift, because we could have some volume for some freak weird reason. In my opinion, there shouldn't be any bullish momentum right now, and price should eventually fall back below and then probably just continue to range in this range between 4711 and 4685. Like I believe price is just going to stay in this, well, should stay in this range above here. If it leading up to New York session, fucking hell, I can't get my words out. I want to see price in this range, but if price starts breaking out either way beforehand, it's gonna be unusual unless it's to the downside. I'll be okay with potentially to the downside, but like I said, if these highs get broken here, I'm kind of like not really interested in SPX at all. But yeah, we're going to monitor New York session tomorrow. I'm probably going to record a video then. I just want to do a quick forecast for SPX. I don't think I'm going to do any other pair because it's late as fuck. It's midnight and I want to go to bed at a reasonable time tonight, so I don't want to stay up and break down other pairs, but I just want to do a quick breakdown of SPX and what I'm thinking right. Very, very simple. I'm just waiting for price to show me what it's going to do. And yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to rush into anything or force any trades early in the week because I understand that there's not. I don't expect a ton of volume in the start of the week. I expect it later when the news comes and everything like that. We get some data drops and data reports. And yeah, hopefully we can find some setups this week and hit some targets. Yeah, I've got some ideas for some more videos that I want to record in the future. But I want to plan them properly and actually edit them and make them a proper video. And not just like one of these little recaps that I just hit record and chat shit. But yeah, man, this is what what the fuck? I fucked up a little bit. Yeah, this is just what I'm thinking for Monday the 8th of January 2024. This is what I'm thinking going into the new week, the second week of the year 2024. I keep on saying that fucking year, but yeah. I'm going to cut this short, man, and catch you guys later. I hope you guys stay blessed and take it easy, man. Peace.